Alright, it's Mars Monday again on Crucible and Coffee, and with the new SAS rating system, this deck kind of showed up as a contender for something interesting. And I just looked at some of the stats, and it's an interesting deck because it doesn't have a lot of creatures, but it has 21 actions with 17 raw ember. And when I look at the deck, I see a lot of cool things that could occur, mainly coming from the ability to use something like a Dominator with one sit against many with take hostages, and then like a Sergeant Zekiel to make all that work. Then you can also have like a Bulwark go onto something. So this deck looks like it has some interesting things, not to mention a great logo suite to do some stuff. So let's see how it plays. Alright, so what am I going up against here? We have an Italian deck, looks like. Double Arise, Control the Weak. Of course, you never see those on TCO. No one is ever playing an Arise, Control the Weak deck. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. That's not good. Bait and switch, double miasma. Okay. And a Nepseed to bring some of those cards back. Yeah, the Nepseed with Control the Weak and double Arise is kind of gross. Yeah, this deck looks like it will not be fun to play. But let's give it a shot anyways. It's my first time playing it. Let's see how I can pilot it just on first blush. So I'm going first. And I think I want to actually drop the Dominator to start with. I mean, this isn't a great opening hand, but actually, you know what? This is really not a great opening hand. I'm just mulliganing that stuff. There we go. And I still got something good. Okay, so we're going to go Mars. Going to drop the Dominator and turn. Let's see how my opponent does here. So I'm trying a new thing where I can state more things. So Mind Barb off the top, and a Toxin, and my sloppy lab work was discarded as a result. Okay, so yeah, this hand is super not ideal. I'm wondering if I just want to take the chains right now. No, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to go for the Ember generation because this has a good amount of Ember, so let's get that race going. I'm going to go Sanctum. Let's choose Dis for now. Take hostages. Pass turn. Very interesting. So Phosphorus Stars is, I think, going to come into play. I don't have a lot of artifacts, so Nexus is not going to be a problem. So yeah, Naughty the Thief was dropped next to a Shadow Self, and then a Nexus beside that, the Toxin being protected. Which is fine. I think I'm going to go Mars here, just to clean up the board in my favor. And set up my Dominator for what I need to do. So I'm going to go Phosphorus Stars. Play a Biomatrix backup on my Dominator. Going to play a Tunk, and then drop the Biomatrix backup on the Tunk, and unstun my Dominator, and get myself going to get rid of Shadow Self. Oh, this is even better. I can just purge Shadow Self next turn, which is awesome. I want to see how he interacts with, or my opponent, Mike Mad, interacts with my board and his board. So my thought process right now is if he doesn't really unstun all his stuff, I may just want to reap for 2. Ooh, Lost in the Woods. That's a good one. So I've been trying a new thing in home games where I oh, that's really problematic. Where I don't look at my hand during my opponent's turn. I place all my cards face down and draw them so I don't see them. And yikes. Okay, I can actually put myself in check right now. And that helps because you're not overthinking and planning for things that can't even occur, which is not ideal in a situation like this where I'm trying to describe a game. But here I can't deal with the Witch of the Eye, but I can put myself in check. It's a friendly creature, never mind. That's okay, we're gonna get rid of that. And that's all I can do right now, unfortunately. The Witch of the Eye is in play, and that sucks. But I'm hoping I can just go faster and take the lead here. Alright, so he plays an Overlord Grekking. And he unstuns the Toxin. So I don't want to do Wild Wormhole because of, honestly, many reasons. Like hitting an FP would be just awful. But there's also so many other things here that feel real bad. I kind of think I have to go take a risk and go Logos and go a key ahead, because right now this board I cannot deal with it and it looks kind of scary. So I'm actually going to start with the Wild Wormhole. And it was a Library Access. That worked out very well. Play the Dexter. Play the Neurosiphon. And that's all. Yep. That's all I can do. So that's going to be everything. I mean, getting a Library Access wasn't the worst. Validates my decision to go Wild Wormhole as the very first card a lot more, because I mean, there were so many things that could have wrecked me. After Principle, I took a huge gamble, but I mean, the board right now and just the stuff that can happen is a little bit scary. Good thing is the discard pile has only two things, so the Witch of the Eye can basically get lost in the woods or Mind Barb. And they did choose Untamed and did return Mind Barb. Plays a Murmook, they're both Murmooks. Perfect, so I got my first key. You know what? I think I almost want to get Bulwark out right away and start taking care of his board, which I'm going to do right now. Because the board is becoming a problem, so let's deal with the board. And I can take care of two creatures, which I think is going to be Witch of the Eye and Toxin. So let's just go Sanctum. This is not exactly what I wanted to do, but it does help. Does that make a difference? Actually, I can keep Bulwark and just get rid of Dexter. Yeah, because I go... Yep, we're just going to get rid of Dexter, actually, and keep Bulwark. Actually, no, I don't want to do that, because they could use Grekking then to steal my Bulwark. And that feels a lot worse. So we're going to first go into Witch of the Eye. Yeah, that way my Bulwark's not there to be stolen by Grekking, because Grekking will get over the armor. And now the threats have been neutralized. Perfect, and I have Mass Abduction to really help now with what's on the other side. Definitely looking for a Mars turn next. So my opponent's going Shadow, plays a Nexus, a Miasma, Oubliette to purge Dexter, that's not so bad. Alright. So let's do this fun Mars turn here. So there's only 3 creatures, let's do that. Mars. Play Mass Abduction. Oh, damaged enemy creatures. Whoops. Oh well. That's unfortunate. Whoopsies, but that's okay. Doesn't change the way I want to play this. I won't play the Mind Warper. So he played a Tendrils of Pain and a Mind Barb. Oh, he discards Tendril of Pain, plays Mind Barb, and I discarded Interdimensional Graft, which sucks because I was going to use that against him. Okay. So I could go Combat Pheromones. I think I can put my opponent off check this turn. Yep, I can. So let's go. Whoops, Sanctum. I'm going to use the Combat Pheromones. So use both of these. I'm going to remove this creature's stun. Then we use the action ability to capture onto that. Then I'm going to take hostages, and I'm going to play Inspiration to ready this creature and fight into Murmuk, which also captures one, takes him off check, and gets me pretty close. That was pretty cool. Let's see how my opponent responds to that, because I put myself closer and took him off, and next turn I can do a little bit more to guarantee I take him off. So my opponent's going Shadows, Reaped with Nexus, plays a Naughty the Thief and a Moon Cursor. Alright, he's in check, and I can still put him off here. So, I definitely want to get rid of the Moon Cursor because it can take care of some big targets. Naughty. So, we're going to go... Actually, I think I'm going to sacrifice the Mind Warper. So we're going to go Mars. Use this card's action ability. Capture one on Moon Cursor. Then I'm going to go Ammonia Clouds. I think it puts them in a much tougher position, gets me in check, them off of check, and I can drop things on either side. So I'm going to play Grabber Jammer on the right, keys cost 7, John Smith on the left, and then I'm just going to Reap. Now I think I got myself a pretty good Mars situation here. So it's a Mars Monday, and I gotta say this Mars is definitely putting in work. I'm starting to feel like this deck is Mars is going to be what you establish with, and then you use the other two houses to kind of support their actions. I mean, the fact that there's Sergeant Zekiels here that can have things like Grabber Jammer take effect, take hostages, things like that, it feels pretty awesome. So I think, interesting. Oh, he's going to take my Dom. No, he's not going to take it. Because they're both going to die. That was strange. He could have just swung the Grekin in there. I don't know why he did that. Oh, it's a Rise. That's why. I predict an Arise is coming. No. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm still going to be able to pull him off here quite handedly. Yeah, I'm just going to go with a... I'm going to go Sanctum. So first off, going... Take hostages. Then I'm going to go Sergeant Zakil on the right into Ember Imp. Captures 2, which is sweet. You summon a friendly creature fight, it captures 1. Then I'm going to play this Zakil on the right to have this one just go and smash into Pit Demon. That's going to be the turn. So I'm still keeping him at bay. Okay, this could work really well as well. A cleansing wave. Actually, I can just go Logos and do some damage. This deck so far is proving to be exactly what I thought it would based on the stats. It was just a matter of now seeing how those translate to the cards. So the stats stated that what is happening would happen, and now I'm actually seeing how they're happening as the card pool comes together, which is a really cool thing. And that's one of the great things about using a resource like decks of KeyForge and SAS is you can look at the arc, recognize certain traits that exist, and with those you basically get a chance to identify a pattern. And when you see that pattern, you're able to kind of use it to your advantage. As in, you have a familiarity playing with something, even though you don't know the card pool, like the way they interact, you know what that card pool will be able to do based on the arc stats, and that's what's kind of a very interesting thing. So my opponent's going to get to Forge now. I'm just going to set up a Cleansing Wave turn here, I think. So we're going to go Logos. And put some work in over here. Drop an Escatera. And turn. Well, I got the Effervescent Principle, so I don't think that's going to be a card that gets played unless he bursts pretty hard right now. Only got 2 cards left. Let's see if I identify what those would be. So what's still to come is, a Take Hostages for sure is one of the 2. And a Bat Drone. That's what's left. Take Hostages and Bat Drone. Wow. So now I have a Take Hostages and a Bat Drone. The question is, do I just go straight up? The question I have is, you know what? I know what to do. We're going to go Logos. I'm discarding the Effervescent Principle. Play the Wild Wormhole, because if it's a Bat Drone, I must reap. And if it's a Take Hostages, I can fight. So let's see which one of the 2 I get. Oh, it's a John Smith. I did not see that coming. But where did I have 3 Take Hostages here? Oh, I did. Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's John Smith, and the last card's a bat drone. So I'm actually just going to... I think I'm just going to reap and put myself in check, because they don't have anything in deaths that can put me off. That's a smart play. And there's the bat drone. So yeah, they have to go shadows. They have a bait and switch. I know that because I haven't used it yet. As long as I go and check. So that's going to put me at 5. Yeah, I don't want him to take my grabber jammer. But the Mind Warper is not a bad idea. No, I think I still go with the Logos play here. So I'm going to go Logos. I'm just going to reap again. Play... Oh, I don't think playing the bat drone is a good idea. I'm going to play Sloppy Lab Work. Choose a card to archive. So we're going to archive this one, actually. I'm going to discard the bat drone, because that is a Grecking target that I don't want them to have. And that puts me in check. So the idea here is I know that their discs cannot take me off check. So if I keep going in check, they cannot select their discs. That is like basically what I'm doing right now. But I wonder if they go Shadows, Nepseed, Bait and Switch again, which I could see also happening right now. But the thing is, they don't have a board to really deal with what I'm doing. So let's see if my opponent realizes the Nepseed Bait and Switch play. No, it goes Untamed. Interesting. Must have a Murmook. Gets rid of John Smith. All right. Plays the Gator. They must have a Murmook. There's no way you would do that. Or Nepseed for Murmook, one of the two. Wow. Oh, he's going to put double Murmook out and crack Nepseed? Nope, just the one. So what I'm debating here is, do I just... See, because after creature is destroyed, and I need to play 3 cards, so I have to put Zekul into Ember Imp here. Yeah, that's what's happening. So we're going Sanctum. I still get 2 Ember from that, so that's fine. So going into the Ember Imp here. It actually makes my Cleansing Wave stronger. Oh, I should have done the take hostages, but that's okay. That's fine. I just want the Ember from that. We're going to play Cleansing Wave to go to 9. And we're going to get rid of the Grecking. That's my turn. I think that should close it out. This can get me to 7 with the Nepseed. Now if they go Nepseed, Bait and Switch, that's 2. Plus Skeleton Key is 1, so that's 3. Yeah, that's how they do it. If they realize that, it goes Bait and Switch, Nepseed, Skeleton Key. So Nepseed, Bait and Switch, Skeleton Key. But my opponent is really playing on the back foot here. And now I got Grecking gone, I can actually do some work. So I'm in a position in this game right now where I'm actually in control. And so my opponent has to constantly respond to what I'm doing instead of executing their own game plan, because I put myself in such a lead. So let's see if they do this play that I identified, which I think is the one, is they have to go, yeah, get Bait and Switch. Yep. Use it. Then they use skeleton key to capture one. Yep. Skeleton key to capture one. Discards poison wave, that makes sense. Discards both poison waves. Alright. So I actually just have to play out my Mars right now and I can put them off. So I just go play Mind Warper, play Tunk, play Grabber Jammer, play Mind Warper. See, this puts me in a good position moving forward, even though I'm not in check. And there it is, the Ammonia Clouds. That'll do it. I can just go Mars next turn and reap out and win. This is where my opponent needs to go Dis. Or a reap out with... Yeah, this is a tough situation. I mean, get rid of maybe a Mind Warper with the Bear, as I think their play. But I'm still a whole key ahead, so I don't see how my opponent pulls this off. If they do, I'll be super, super impressed. But I have a very strong advantage here. Goes Dis, that's what I figured. Just don't get over Ammonia Clouds. There we go, no Ammonia Clouds, perfect. Now I can execute my plan. I imagine goes Terror into Grabber Jammer. Oh, Reaps with the Terror. See, that was a mistake. Oh, it won't let me choose Mars. That's solid. So we can steal one. So as long as I go to 7, I'm good. All right, here we go. Sanctum. Reap. Play this on the left. And there we go. They forge, yeah, they're making a comeback now, so if they can pull me off, I'm in a bit of a trouble here. Sometimes keeping it cool and being patient can get kind of scary. Yeah, that's crazy. They played like Control a Week was like their last card they played from their deck, I feel like. It's just gonna go up. Is there something that can put me off? I don't think so. Yeah, makes sense. Fight Grabber Jammer. Oh, got rid of Ammonia Clouds. How do they stop me though? I still don't see that. Okay, so you may steal one. I'm still in check. Oh, Charette. That will do it. I can still take them off and put myself on though. So I go Mars. I will take those chains. Biomatrix backup on this guy. I'm gonna use the action. use the action, then we swing Tunk. And that should do it. I don't think they can come back from that. Unless you got the Arise again. But even then, I'm not sure. What do they have? Silvertooth. To reap. Miasma. Oh, okay. How did they capture one? Oh, skeleton key. Okay. That's fine. I can still put them off. We're going Mars. We're going to go use this card's action ability. Let's take care of everything else is stunned. So let's just put on Silvertooth because it's not stunned. Use this card's action ability. Oh, he concedes. All right, that's it. So pulled it off just by sticking to the game plan and being patient, which is sometimes what you got to do. This was a bit of a longer game as a result. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos. And as always, may your ember never be stolen and you forge your keys promptly. Have a good one.